Hi, I'm Brooke Betts, VP of U.S. Climate Change Campaigns. At RARE, our mission is to inspire change so that both people and nature thrive. RARE has been doing conservation work globally for over 40 years, rooted in the science of human behavior, which is why we average higher adoption rates and avoid unintended consequences. We're the science, but creatives, storytellers, and influencers like you are the art. We need both to write the story of our future. 72% of Americans believe in climate change. Most of them are full-on alarmed or concerned about real threats. And they believe they should do something now, not just wait for companies and governments, but take personal action. Problem is, they don't know what to do. When asked, Americans fall back on recycling, which is good, but it's not even in the top 25 for climate action. Not surprisingly, this leaves people angry, overwhelmed, and powerless. At RARE, we've identified the 7 actions that Americans can take right now to have the most impact. We can all do at least one of them. Adopt a plant-rich diet, buy carbon offsets, contract for green energy, don't waste food, make your next car an EV, fly less, and get engaged. Talk about it. When other people see you taking these actions and hear you talking about your experience, you have enormous impact. My team is preparing to launch a series of campaigns focused on each of these behaviors, and we want influencers like you to lead the charge. These actions are not inherently political. We conducted research to find out, and the biggest predictor of someone taking these actions is not political orientation. It's not even belief in climate change. The biggest predictor is simply that someone has observed other people doing these same things. And that includes people we see in the movies and follow online. For example, while men are a little further behind women in eating less meat, it's helpful to see our favorite characters thinking through what it takes to eat less meat.
No. Jack went vegan.
Like Coretta Scott King, Bill Clinton, and my barber?
What?
I think we could start with your diet. I'd like you to cut back on red meat.
Pass.
You're also gonna have to cut down on your drinking.
Try again.
What about stress? What do you do to reduce it?
Eat steak and drink whiskey.
Dre in Blackish and Bo on the ranch have very different motivations, but in the end, they both decide to eat less meat. They aren't completely vegan, and that's okay. Even one less serving of meat a week is a start. Did you know that a single quarter pound of beef has the same carbon emissions as leaving your car idling for over an hour? So you don't have to be perfect to be an effective advocate for pro-climate actions. Tell your story, staying true to your own brand.
Vegan steak dinner, happily done. I'm turning vegan for lunch.
We can reshape the narrative and take back our sense of power. If just 10% of Americans do these 7 actions, it gets us 75% of the way back to the goal the U.S. set forth in the Paris Climate Agreement. Our science and your art together can change the course of our collective story.